Hey everybody, Case here. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. I was finally able to go to the Forbidden Forest in the previous episode. Things were a little bit interesting to say the least, and now I'm going to meet Charlie to discuss my latest trip into the Forbidden Forest. We learned a whole bunch of things too. Like for example, our brother double-crossing a centaur. Hey Casey, how's your second trip into the Forbidden Forest? Exciting, enlightening, disappointing. I learned a lot. I found out my brother once searched for the vault in the forest and found out he stole something from the centaurs. It sounds like you met Torvus. You know him? Torvus is the only centaur lonely enough to strike up a conversation with a human. The others would probably just shoot you on sight. Why didn't you ever mention that you knew a centaur? I suppose I didn't want to brag? Besides, I try not to let anyone know how often I sneak into the forest. Torvus is a good bloke. He and I track dragons sometimes. Not that we ever have had any luck. And whenever he finds a sleepwalker, he escorts them to the edge of the forest and points them back at Hogwarts. He reminds me a lot of Bill, if Bill was half horse. Did he ever mention his missing arrowhead? He mumbled something about it once, but I didn't press him on it. Seems like a sensitive subject. He said if I returned his arrowhead, he might take me to the cursed vault. Then we better work out a plan to find that arrowhead. We could do something special to help him with our planning. Like what? Well, Bill told me about the massive butterbeer thing, so... But Amber's murder will be upset if I do this too many times, but... Angorio! I suppose one more time won't hurt. I'm assuming Marula probably has the arrowhead. Because if you remember way back, when we first found our brother's room, Jacob's room, she was there or something, and she's like, well, I already got what I needed, so it's gotta be it. What else would it be? Thanks, Charlie. I'll research centaurs and see if my brother knew anything about this missing arrowhead. I agree. Learn what you can about centaurs, see what your brother knew about the arrowhead, and hope for the best. Good luck, Casey. Tell Torvus I say hi. Meet your friends. We have to go to the library, and it doesn't appear to be a timer at least to start this. But there will probably be when I have to do it. Meeting up with my friends, with the studying. Where are my friends? There they be. There's Barnaby. Barnaby! I can't believe you fought a centaur, Casey. Did he shoot you with an arrow? Did you stomp on his tail? Did you ask him if I'd become the youngest professor in the history of Hogwarts? Well, everyone knows centaurs can see the future. The only thing I asked him is if he'd show me the cursed vault in exchange for his stolen arrowhead. He's considering it, but I have no idea where the arrowhead is, and I don't know the first thing about him or his herd. Will you help me research centaurs? It'll give me a better idea of what I'm looking for and a better understanding of how to convince him to help. Of course, Casey, just promise me to let me know next time you're finding a fantastic beast. And where to find him. And ask him if he wants to trade for one of those bows they use. I could do some proper damage with one of those. And ask his opinion on the decision in 1811 to decline being status in favor of being classified as beasts. It's quite controversial. We'd better start studying centaurs. I don't want to, it's gonna be like 3 hours. It's only an hour, but I just got no energy, man. Really liking this. So there's 2 quests now that's been really short. Thanks everyone, I feel like I've learned enough to convince Torres to show me the Cursed Vault. I might have even learned enough to help him get back into his herd. Ask him if he wants to spar sometime. Ask him for a ton of arrows. Ask him about the Ministry of Magic's Department for Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures. Shh! I'll ask Penny and Tulip to help me search my brother's room for the information on the missing arrowhead. Sounds good. But I'll have to wait, because she's busy. So off we go to the corridor to search for clues. There they are. Thanks for helping me search my brother's room. I need to see if he had any information on the Centaur arrowhead he supposedly stole. Of course, Casey. Always happy to help. It would help if we had more details on this jeweled arrowhead. I know, there's not much to go on. Just look for any notes or sketches about anything having to do with centaurs. Sounds like a plan. This will go pretty fast. I'm assuming we're gonna find it. It's pretty rare so far that we haven't found something we're looking for. Okay, so this should do it. Maybe. No. So did we find it? There's something under the desk. Is there? Maybe it's a Bogart. Because that would be more interesting than a note. Lumos! I found something! A drawing of an arrowhead? I think so. I expected it to be covered in jewels, but it looks like the entire thing was carved from one giant gemstone. Most likely a ruby if your brother's coloring is accurate. What does the writing on the bottom say? His penmanship is really horrendous. Torvis will understand this is the only way inside. And the only way to hide it from both of them is to bury it. Both of them? A second centaur, perhaps? Where would he have buried it? What do we do now, Casey? Talk to Ben, talk to Bill, talk to Madame Rakepick. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to go down to the bottom. Talk to Madame Rakepick, because she probably does know a lot about what's going on, obviously. I'll talk to Madame Rakepick. If this arrowhead is related to the Cursed Vault, she might know something about it. Let me know what Madame Rakepick has to say. I'll be very curious to hear her answer. Good luck, Casey. Just let us know if we can help. I hope this is a good idea. I hope so. I'm investigating something, but I should be able to meet you later, of course. Of course. Thank you for meeting me, Madame Rakepick. I assume this has to do with your continued pursuit of a Cursed Vault in the Forbidden Forest? Yes, at least I hope so. In that case, I'm happy to help. Do you want to learn more offensive spells? Actually, I wanted to ask you about a jeweled arrowhead that belongs to a centaur. Who told you about this arrowhead? A centaur? My brother? I'd rather not say. Might as well be honest, because even if I don't tell the truth, she somehow knows anyway. A centaur named Torvis. He said the arrowhead belonged to him, but my brother stole it. I wouldn't be so quick to trust the world of a centaur. Their kind excel at telling lies. Practice your offensive magic with me. Afterwards, I'll be happy to offer my assistance. Why not help me now? I am helping you, Mr. Casey. More than you know. Show me one of your best adventure spells before we get started. Bombarda? It sounds familiar, same with the shape. Bombarda! Not bad. Let's see what else you can do. So what I'm saying is Torvus is not like other centaurs. Ooh, I leveled up. I was not even paying attention to that. But because of that, now I actually will be able to finish this. They need to put like the bar on the front here because I can't tell unless I actually tap it, see? Now I'm level 21 at the top there. Unless there actually is a bar somewhere, but I don't see it. Alrighty, there we go. Groovy, man. You continue to improve, Mr. Casey. You just may survive the Forbidden Forest after all. Thank you, Madame Regpick. Do you have any idea where the arrowhead might be buried? I don't know for certain, but my guess is that it is buried somewhere within the castle. You mean here in the training grounds, or one of the herbology greenhouses? You can bury something without dirt and a shovel, Mr. Casey. Precious things are often buried under other items, or other secrets, sometimes under feelings or riddles. I don't understand. You will. The only question is if it will be too late. What should I do? Prove you're capable of caring for Niffler. If you do, I will allow you to borrow mine for the purposes of uncovering this arrowhead, if it exists at all. Well, she clearly knows stuff that's going on. Maybe she's disguised as somebody or something, you know? Oh, look at that! Chapter 7 is complete. I also found out that this chapter and Chapter 8 of this Year 4 were just released recently within the last couple days as of the recording of this video, so I'm actually pretty close to being caught up. What I did not know is that so far every week, the developer has been releasing one chapter, but this week they released 2 chapters. So if that's going to be like a pattern moving forward, at least I'll be able to show you guys something every single week when I do get caught up. So that is it for now. I am so happy that we are now in the Forbidden Forest. Things are all over the map at the moment in terms of trying to locate this arrowhead. Then of course we eventually have to get Torvus back into his own herd, his own clan or whatever, the Centaur's camp or whatever. And of course there's other places that are in the Forbidden Forest that obviously we can't get to yet. But later on, eventually when more chapters are released, the Spider Place, the lake, just to name a few. So keep it locked here for more Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. My name is Casey, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.